Hello everyone, in this video we are going to work out one more set of percent application problems with some rather interesting numbers. But we'll work through all of these together to make sure everything makes sense. How we set these up is the exact same, it's just that the numbers are a little weird. But again, we'll work through these together to make sure it all makes sense. 142% of 75 is how much? Because this number exceeds 100%, we can expect the final answer to also be more than this. Safe to say that for these kinds of problems, we can use a calculator. So 142% of 75. So we're going to multiply those two numbers together. Which doing so gives you 106.5 or 106 5/10. The percent exceeds 100, so we can expect the final amount to be larger than the base value, because here we're solving for the part. The part here is bigger than the whole because the percent exceeds 100%. Let's look at this one next. 19 hundredths, or 0.19, is 0.2% of what number? This percent is less than 1%. How we're going to solve it is the same exact way for how we find the base here, the number that we're originally starting with. So 0.19 is 0.2%. So writing this number as a decimal, move the decimal point 2 places to the left, it is now this number. Of what number? So because we're taking this number and we're dividing it by a smaller number, we're going to expect a large number result. That answer is 95. So 19 hundredths is 0.2% of the number 95. This last one, though, is very interesting, and I say very interesting because this percent value is going to be giving us a not so nice number. So what we'll do is we'll round it to the nearest tenth. What percent of 60 is 92? So what we do, what percent of 60, this multiplication here, set it up this way, is 92. As I said before, the setup is the same exact way. It's just that the numbers are a little wonky. Divide 92 by 60. You're going to get a repeating decimal of 1.53. So because we're looking for a percent, we're taking this number, and because this exceeds the value of 1, the percent is going to be larger than 1%. So if I move this decimal point over 2 places to the right, finding the percent, so you multiply by 100, because remember, percent means for every 100. I'm gonna write this over here. I would get roughly about 153%. And rounding to the nearest tenth, it would be 153.3%. So again, for each of those three problems, the setup was the same exact way. The numbers were just a little weird. Here's the final answer. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later.